Since the death of Karl Marx, there has been a steady effort by some socialists to synthesize Marxism with religion. These socialists often look to Marx to justify their religious beliefs. They see religion as a good thing that has been unfortunately co-opted by states and organizations like the Catholic Church, when in their eyes, religion should come straight from the people. It should come from the bottom up, not from the top down. This religion of the people, they think, can be maintained in a socialist society, and they use quotes from Marx as proof of this belief. But in reality, this characterization of religion is entirely non-Marxist. Reading Marx's writings on religion makes this clear as day. The most common Marx quote brought up by these religious socialists is this: "Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people." They interpret this quote as Marx defending religion, by comparing it to a common medicine used to help people. But this is a bad interpretation of Marx. Marx uses the opium metaphor to say that religion is like a sedative, used to numb the pains that people endure under oppressive systems. Religion, like anesthesia, is a distraction from pain. It doesn't kill the source of the pain, it just makes it easier to bear. Ultimately, Marx believed that the relief gained from religion is artificial, and real liberation can only be enjoyed after religion is abolished. Evidence for this can be found in the very next sentence. "The abolition of religion as the illusory happiness of the people is the demand for their real happiness." These quotes come from the introduction to Marx's 1844 work, A Contribution to the Critique of Hegel's Philosophy of Right. The work starts with Marx characterizing religion as a creation of man. He describes it as the self-consciousness and self-esteem of man who has either not yet won through to himself or has already lost himself again. Marx believes religion is a fantasy version of reality, while true reality can only be found by the abolition of religion. But despite all this, there are still socialists who cite Marx while defending religion. These socialists believe that Marx is only condemning religion as it appears in capitalism, aka religion from the top down. They believe that religion can be taken from the church and given back to the people, that religion can be reformed so that it can exist in communist society. But this is also an error. Marx recognizes that religion is used as a tool by the ruling class to distract the working class from its real enemy. But this doesn't mean that, if religion was separated from the ruling class, Marx would support it or at least be indifferent towards it. Marx makes his belief clear in the Communist Manifesto. Communism abolishes eternal truths. It abolishes all religion and all morality, instead of constituting them on a new basis. For Marx, religion is not something to be reformed so that it can coexist with communism. Instead, it cannot exist in communism at all. Religion cannot be synthesized with Marxism without contradicting Marxism. Some of these religious socialists insist that Marx's position on religion is wrong while still preaching socialism. But this is inherently contradictory. Marx is a materialist. He stresses that it is the material conditions that humans live in that inform their consciousness and determine social phenomena. Religion is a product of material conditions, not a source of them. It is anti-materialist to believe that a deity or supernatural force is involved in this process. It's not possible to be an anti-materialist while also being a Marxist socialist. The socialism of religious socialists cannot be Marxist. Many religious socialists disavow Marx for obvious reasons, but for those who still uphold him, they are ignorant to what he is really saying in his writings. These religious Marxists fail to understand Marx. They try to reconcile Marxism with religion, but in doing so they abandon the core of Marxism, and they arrive at a form of socialism that isn't materialist and isn't Marxist. There can be no synthesis between religion and Marxism.